Hello, welcome once again to Stuff and Things, where I like to talk about stuff and occasionally even things. I'm your good friend Bradley, and today I have a question for you. What pops into your mind when you think of the Netherlands? Windmills? Traditional clog dances? Our man in Amsterdam, Vincent Vega.
You think it the most.
You probably don't think about what Dutch people eat for breakfast. And I had never really thought about that either until I came across a random YouTube video by the language learning channel Easy Dutch, in which they were asking that very question. I assume that most people would mention toast, an egg, a croissant, maybe even cereal. But I was very surprised when a large portion of the people they interviewed mentioned this.
Wat is volgens jou een typisch Nederlands ontbijt?
Ik denk broodje met hagelslag.
En veel mensen met hagelslag en jam.
Hagelslag.
Denken jullie dat het een gezond of lekkere ontbijt is?
Nou, ik denk dat chocoladeboterham per se heel gezond is, maar het is wel lekker.
Het is wel een reden waarom wij als Nederlanders de langste van de aarde zijn. Dus
Ja.
we doen wel iets goed.
Toast with chocolate sprinkles? My interest was piqued, and so I had to do some research. And I found out about something called, I'm going to mispronounce all of these names, bear that in mind, Hagelslag. Literally, it means hailstorm, and there are all these different sprinkles that they use to put on toast or brood or biscuit. I don't know exactly how to pronounce all these things, but rusk. They spread some butter on there and they put sprinkles. Some of the sprinkles are fruit flavored, some are anise flavored, but many of them are chocolate, and many of the people interviewed mentioned this toast with chocolate sprinkle thing as their breakfast. Very strange. Apparently this is very common from what I could find out on the internet. It's a typical thing in the Netherlands to have toast with chocolate sprinkles. In Belgium, they have them as well, but they call them, now I'm going to butcher this completely, muizenstroentjes, which literally means mouse droppings. When I have breakfast, typically it's a banana, a hard-boiled egg, or my fiance makes me these little miniature quiches a lot. Just that, some coffee, banana, a hard-boiled egg. I don't really have sweet things for breakfast very often. Occasionally I'll treat myself to a donut, maybe once or twice a week. So this just seemed a little off to me. I was really interested in trying it. And apparently the sprinkles they have, you know, we have candy jimmies, things like that in the US, chocolate sprinkles, but they're not really chocolate. They're basically just sugar with a little bit of chocolate flavoring maybe. Maybe there's some cocoa powder in there. So I really wanted to try this out. So I did some research online and found a place called Van der Veen's The Dutch Store. It's thedutchstore.com, and I got some stuff. First of all, we have the Broodje Rusk. You can see it there. This is Van der Meulen brand, and from what I can tell, it's just a twice-baked bread. It's like Melba toast in the US or biscotti in Italy. I found all these things on Amazon as well, but they were way cheaper at Van der Veen's, thedutchstore.com, in case you want to try this out for yourself. So we have the toast. I guess you could just use normal bread or normal toast if you want, but I wanted to get this because a lot of people mentioned this in the video. And then the sprinkles, or the Hagelslag. Hagelslag, I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. This is, and the pronunciation is going to be horrible here, de Ruijter. Ruijter. There were several other brands that made Hagelslag. This one seemed to be the most common. This is their dark chocolate sprinkle. They also do milk chocolate. They do different candy ones, anise flavored ones. I got this because this just seemed to be kind of the quintessential version. And then another person on the video mentioned chocolate spread. Now I know that some cultures are into things like Nutella and stuff. That's not really a big thing in the US, but they mentioned a 100% like dark chocolate spread. And so on the Dutch store, I found this, Nusco. It says it's a 100% natural dark chocolate. The woman on the video called it, I think, choco pasta, something like that. So I'm gonna try both of these things. I'll try a rusk or brechut with the chocolate sprinkles. You also put butter on, so I do have butter as well. And I guess the butter is supposed to hold the sprinkles on there. So I'm gonna try all these things out and we'll see what a traditional Dutch breakfast is all about. Okay, so we have a little paper lining in there. I'm going to get a plate. Can I get these out? All right. Oh, crumbs. Oh man, they're breaking. Crumbs everywhere. Here it is. This is the brechut, not sure. We'll get out 2 of these because I want to try one with the sprinkles and one with the chocolate spread. So yeah, they're just kind of like little biscuits. And they do seem to have the consistency of Melba toast, things that you would give a toddler to chew on when they're teething. All right, now the sprinkles. The Hagelslag. Looks like you open it here. There's a little tab, take off, and then there is a spout. All right, see, a little spout on the side. I'm just gonna put a few of these in my hand. Whoa, more than a few. There they are, little dark chocolate sprinkles. Let me taste a few. And they're very chocolatey. Let's see what it says here for nutritional information. Is all of this in Dutch? It looks like there is, oh, there's sugar. 64 grams of sugar in 1 serving of these. I don't know what to do with these now that I have them in my hand. They're kind of hard to get back in, but I'm gonna try. Gonna make a huge mess here. So now, we have our butter. Unfortunately, all we had was unsalted butter. But I'm going to butter one of these things. It's not very soft. I should have taken it out of the fridge earlier. Here we go. We are buttering I wish I could pronounce this properly. Brechut. I don't know if it's soft enough to actually keep the sprinkles on there. It is nicely buttered. And now, hopefully without making a huge mess, I'm going to try to put these sprinkles. Here we go. Is that enough? Is that too much? I mean, it looks attractive. All right, I also have some coffee with me to wash this all down with. Let's try it. This is Hagelslag. Brechut with Hagelslag. Here we go. That's actually really good. It's hard to eat without getting crumbs all over. I really like that, actually. I mean, toast with butter, it's always gonna be good. Chocolate with butter and toast seemed weird to me, but I guess it's no weirder than a lot of other things we eat. It's sweet with savory. I really like that. I think that's actually really, really good. I'm gonna eat this entire thing. The chocolate sprinkles you get on here are so much different than the kind of chocolate sprinkles you might be used to in the US. If you live in the US, if you get a donut with chocolate sprinkles, they don't taste like this. This tastes just like pure dark chocolate that has been formed into sprinkle form and then put on top of this little biscuit. It's quite good. It's not super, super sweet either. So that's one thing. It's not as sugary as you might get if you got sprinkles in the US. So that was maybe tempering what I thought this would taste like. It's not that sweet. It has a little more of a bitter quality to it. I guess if you got the milk chocolate ones, it might be a little different. But this is really good. The Dutch might be onto something here. That was delicious. I really like that. I don't know if it's something that I would have for breakfast every single day. It seems a little maybe high in calories and sugar, but the dark chocolate sprinkles from devoured, some Dutch person please tell me how to pronounce this, and the Vandermeulen Broodje Rusk. Now, we still have to try the chocolate spread, the Nusco 100% natural dark chocolate spread. 575 calories for one serving. So here we go. Let's crack this thing open. There's a tab to grab onto here. Here we go. Ooh, very dark, very chocolatey. Let me just get a little on the knife. Sorry, I'm gonna lick a knife. There you go. Again, it's not super, super sweet. There is kind of a bitterness to it that I actually like. It's not like if you think of chocolate frosting or something like that. It's not anywhere near as sugary and sweet as that is. I mean, obviously there are a lot of calories in this. That's pretty good. And I'm not gonna put any butter on this because I don't think you put the butter and the spread on at the same time. But let's get a nice dollop. Here we go. I feel like I'm just dipping my fingers in a frosting can or something. This seems wrong. It seems very wrong. Let's shake off the crumbs. There you go. There is my broodje, whatever, with the Nusco chocolate spread. I'm going to try it now. Yeah. Yeah. I really love that. Again, it's not overly sweet. There's like that nice dark chocolate bitterness to it. Almost kind of more like baking chocolate. It doesn't taste too sweet. There's slight nuttiness to it. I don't think there are any nuts in this. I think this is just chocolate. Yeah, it's just cocoa spread. So it's not like Nutella really. It's delicious. I could get used to this. Again, I probably shouldn't get used to this. I probably shouldn't have chocolate spread or chocolate sprinkles on twice baked toast every day for breakfast, but maybe as a treat every once in a while. I will definitely finish these maybe once or twice a week. It's delicious. The Dutch, they brought us Rembrandt, they brought us legalized prostitution, and they brought us this. You can't go wrong. Well, there you have it, gang. That was delicious. Dutch Hagelslag and Dutch Nusco dark chocolate spread. An interesting alternative to your typical American breakfast. I think it was delicious, not overly sweet, probably not something I would have every day, but very good. I'm glad that I decided to research this. My interest had been piqued by that video, and I'm really glad I went ahead and ordered this stuff and tried it out. So if you would like to try the Hagelslag dark chocolate sprinkles, if you would like to get these biscuits and this chocolate spread, you can get it all at Van der Veen's Dutch store. I have a link in the description box below. I will also link to the original video that piqued my interest in this subject to begin with. But until next time, until we meet again, I've been your good friend Bradley. You've been the audience. This has been Stuff and Things. I'll see you later.